Section 1. The unsung hero of the web. Why paragraphs matter. So, you want to build a web page. You've got your big ideas, your revolutionary content, the text that you think is going to change the world, or at least get a passing grade on your history paper. You open up your text editor and you just start typing, and typing, and typing, and typing. And what you end up with is what we call a wall of text, a dense, intimidating monolith that makes eyes glaze over. They see that block, their brain screams, "Nope," and they click away to cat videos, a formidable competitor for attention. All right, let's get our hands dirty with some code. The foundation of any HTML paragraph is the tag. The opening tag is, the closing tag is, the / signals the end. Everything between these tags is part of the paragraph. Think content sandwich. Tags are the bread. Say you want the sentence, "The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell." In HTML, the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. The browser treats it as a distinct block. By default, paragraphs get space above and below. The tag is block level. It starts on a new line and takes full width. A little antisocial. A diva in a limousine. Inline elements sit next to each other. Paragraphs stack vertically by default. Create index.html, add, and inside add 2 tags. Voila, 2 distinct paragraphs. Section 3, Beyond the Basics, Spacing, Nesting, and the Mighty Tag. Beginners often try to control spacing with the spacebar or extra line breaks. They'll write, "I want a lot of space here." But the browser renders, "I want a lot of space here." That's white space collapsing. Multiple spaces collapse into one. It's a feature. Format code with indents and line breaks without changing output. Need a real line break inside a paragraph? Use break is an empty tag. It doesn't need a closing tag. Example, roses are red, violets are blue. Use sparingly, for lines of a poem or an address. If you're using for paragraph spacing, that's wrong. Use CSS or separate tags. You can nest inline elements inside. They flow with text. For example, this is a very important point with emphasis. Don't put block-level elements inside. Not a not another. Browsers autocorrect by closing your paragraph early. Surprising results. Control spacing between paragraphs with CSS margins. Your paragraphs are structured, but they look a little plain. This is where CSS saves the day, the language we use to style HTML. We target elements with attributes, most commonly class and ID. A class is a reusable label for multiple elements. An ID is a unique name for one element, use only once. Give an intro paragraph. Welcome to my digital garden. Add, intro, child font size, 20px, color, drawn A2A2A, font style, italic. Any paragraph with class intro now appears larger, dark gray, and italicized. Need one specific paragraph? Use an ID. And that, in essence, is the argument. Conclusion. Border top, 1px solid, number CCC, padding top, 15px. That adds a thin line and breathing room to visually separate the final thought. Remember, one unique ID per page. Add. So far, we've treated the tag as the main container for text, but it's part of a larger family that gives content meaning. Semantic HTML. Structure code to describe content, not just looks. Semantics help search engines and assistive technologies. Paragraphs rarely exist in a vacuum. They live inside articles and sections. Wrap related content in a self-contained piece like a blog post or news story. Group topics with use headings, to title sections, then paragraphs for the prose. Article, sections, headings, paragraphs, machine-readable structure. Use only for true paragraphs. It says, "This is prose." Respect that meaning. Screen readers can announce article, the Roman Empire, then each section and heading. When we build for the web, we build for everyone, including people with disabilities. Accessible HTML is fundamental to good web development. A proper tells screen readers to pause before and after the paragraph. If you fake spacing with tags, screen readers read it as one run-on sentence. Use headings, shots, etc., so users can scan and jump quickly. Always declare language, crucial for correct pronunciation. Use clear language and keep sentences and paragraphs reasonably short. Massive blocks are hard for everyone, especially cognitive disabilities and non-native speakers. Shorter paragraphs improve approachability for all. Thoughtful paragraphs and semantics create a more inclusive web. Theory is great, but the way you truly learn is by coding. Your mission: Create a new HTML file and build a page with 3 distinct paragraphs. Step 1. Create a file named practice.html. Step 2. Add boilerplate, check the rand. Step 3. Inside, add 3 paragraphs of your own content. Step 4. In one paragraph, wrap a word with and another with. Step 5. If it makes sense semantically, add 1 to force a line break. Step 6. In a block, create .special, match color, blue, font weight, bold, mark and match a final note, background, E. Step 7. Make your second paragraph, classic special, and your third ID, my final note. Step 8. Save, refresh, and compare the visual differences. Today you learned syntax, browser behavior, spacing, nesting, classes, IDs, CSS, and semantics. Use paragraphs to make content readable and accessible. Your readers will thank you. Practice this today. Next, we'll style paragraphs like a pro with line height, measure, and rhythm.